Alright, welcome everyone to today's stream. Let me turn on the music real quick. It's just a bit loud. Right, welcome everyone. Welcome Gav Dog Productions if you're still here. Welcome Payload. Welcome Tuscan Productions. Welcome Joshua. Man, it's been a long time since I've seen you at one of my streams. How you doing today, dude? Welcome. Okay, Bulbasaur. Welcome as well. So, yeah, let me get the stuff in view, actually. Let me make sure everything is kind of in view. Okay. So, yeah, I couldn't help myself, and over the weekend, I built every piece left. We just need to attach everything now. So let me move everything forward so it's a lot easier to see. Okay, that should be easy. Yeah, so everything's built. I just have to put everything in the right place. I'm trying to decide how to do it though. I can either start with everything else and then put the legs on, or I can put the legs on now and then everything else. I think I'll start with the legs, which I think is actually going to be the most difficult part because there's 8 legs. I have to get at least these 2 and these 2 on, or I have to start with these 2 and then these 2. Otherwise, I have to be holding the thing with one hand the whole time and then try and get this pin to go in the rest of the time. So we'll see. The ATOT is a beast. This, yeah, Mr. Idler did a fantastic job. I was hanging out with Noel yesterday, and we happened to watch a lot of stuff in episode 3. And when we got to Felucia and saw the ATOT in there, I was looking and I was like, dang, Mr. Idler did a great job of capturing how this thing looks. I also checked before the stream, so I thought I was going to have to do a slight modification to the walker, but it turns out, according to the images I found before the stream, that Mr. Idler did pretty much the best that you can do for the area of the cockpit that I was planning on modding. So I've changed my mind and I'm not going to mod it mostly. The only thing I need to do is, I think it's kind of hard to tell probably on stream, but there's a few of these pieces that aren't in the right colors. So at some point I'm going to have to come back and switch some parts up, but other than that, it's fine. Yeah, it looks great. I'm going to give it like 2 more minutes and then we'll start attaching things. But yeah, it looks really good. Because once we have everything attached, I grab my Star Corps troopers and we'll put them on here and see how that looks. I might be able to get a guy in the cockpit area to actually be able to drive this thing. We'll see though. I might have to take off this comma though, and taking off one of these Cave Cantina commas is a little bit involved, so I'm not sure if I'll do that or not. Alright, no, I'll see you in a little bit. Yeah, how is everyone doing in chat? What are you guys all up to? Oh, you built a Purist Bad Batch? Okay. I've seen some decent Purist minifigures now that I've been on Instagram for a while and things, but most of them just seem off, which is like expected because there's not a whole lot you can do with Purist builds when it comes to minifigures, because there's just a lot of minifigure stuff that like they require custom things to look exactly right. That being said, like I said, I have seen some pretty decent custom or Purist custom stuff out there. Oh, this is gross. There's a hair stuck in this piece. That's kind of disgusting. How did that even happen? Oh, like having to destroy this entire foot to fix it. That was a little disgusting, but alright, fixed. That's like the big dilemma I have with having facial hair and things, because, yeah, occasionally a hair will fall off, and if I'm building, then it falls into my Lego, and then it gets gross. You're driving from Maine back to New York? Good luck with that drive. Possibly Bulbasaur. I'm pretty sure I've seen other people do them, though. You're not on Instagram, are you, Bulbasaur? Because that might be why. If you were on Instagram, you probably would have seen some other people's Purest Bad Batch. What is my opinion on the Bad Batch series? I've enjoyed it quite well so far. I can understand why some people think some of the episodes are quote-unquote filler, but I think overall it's been pretty good. Alright, let's try and attach stuff. I'm gonna start with the legs, mainly because I think they're gonna be the most difficult part. I gotta make sure I put the legs in the right spots too, which it looks like I already had switched 2 legs by accident. Yeah, if you're not on Instagram, Bulbasaur, that's probably why, because yeah, on Instagram there's been a number of people who have done Purest Bad Batch figures so far. Yeah. What is my favorite clone division? In general, my favorite clone unit is whatever clone unit I'm working on. So right now it's Star Core Troopers. But overall, I'd probably say my favorite unit is probably the 501st, just because we get to learn so much about them. And we know about so many different characters in that particular unit compared to any other unit. If I remember right, for tech especially, they just used an open face Scout Trooper helmet. Other than that, I can't remember what the other Purest ones look like. Captain Fordo and the other ARC Troopers, yeah, those guys are pretty cool too. They don't stand out as much as you'd think though, because in Legends, every ARC Trooper, every ARC Captain looks like Fordo, and every ARC Lieutenant looks like the other blue ARCs. They all look the same in Legends. It's only in canon that they stand out a bit more. Alright, is this where this leg attaches? Let me check before I start doing stuff. It's a bit hard to tell, but I think so. Which makes me wonder why there's these extra pins I see, because that's not where... Nothing can attach to that pin. Wait, is this where this attaches? Looks like it's supposed to attach right here in the middle, but if I do that, then I can't because there's already a pin there. I have to attach off to the side. Is that the same on this other side too? Yeah. Interesting. I might have done something wrong a long time ago. But it's definitely too late for me to fix that. So I guess I'm just gonna have to live with this for whatever. But yeah, it looks like they just pop in like that. However, this one looks like it's supposed to be put off to the side just a little bit, which I can't do. Okay. Yeah, that middle leg can barely move. Welcome to the stream, Senate. Basically the rules are just use common sense. We tend not to talk about politics here, just because politics can get really heated really quickly, so we tend not to talk about that. Yeah, just generally the rules are just use common sense and you'll be fine. Okay, yeah. I'm unable to achieve a little bit of this because I think... Well, no, it looks like these are supposed to be able to get angled, so... Did I forget to add something to these? No, they look like they're clipped all the way in, okay. Welcome to the stream, Crystal. How you doing today, dude? Welcome. Yeah, the ATOT is looking really good. Here's what it looks like right now with just the 4 legs on. Apologies if the stream seems a little laggy, or if the quality is a little low today. Not sure what's going on with it, but... yeah. It looks like I'm gonna have it so it's always... like... I can't have it look like it's walking, because yeah, some of these legs are... off. Unless I... I'll mess with them later. My arm is already dying, so I need to get these other legs on before I just drop the thing by accident. Oh, how am I gonna do that? They're now in a weird angle. Okay, clip on all the way. Good job. Next spot, I'm gonna do the back leg this time. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but basically, yeah, it's just a repeat. Put on legs in the right spots. And now here's the glorious test, now that they're all on. See if this thing can hold itself up. It should. Yeah! Yeah, buddy. This looks really cool, and I'm not even done with it yet. So imagine when it's fully done. Oh, I just popped something off. There we go, back on. Yeah, this looks really cool, and I can have it in somewhat of a walking pose. Okay. Playing Fallen Order a lot, nice. Clone Army Customs just restocked a lot of their Purge Troopers, if you're interested in those, Crystal. You say that, the Senate? I don't have money to do that. This ATOT was actually relatively cheap because I had a ton of the stuff already, but if I were to build a second one of these, that would take a lot of money. But not convincing Coconut to use 442nd. That was so funny. Yeah, I just brought those clones because like, hey, look, Coconut, look at these cool clones that I've thrown together recently. He's like, And he kept telling me weeks after that, like, he couldn't get the trooper I'd shown him out of his mind. So yeah, apparently I convinced him, so that was nice. Oh yeah, wait till the end of the... Yeah, we'll have some clones next to it, Senate, don't worry. I have a bunch of StarCorps guys behind me that we're gonna put in it, and probably next to it as well. Also, you can also see I have an ATTE off in the background here too. So I've got a decent amount of stuff that you see on Felucia. I also have the instructions from Brick Vault to do the AT-AP and the Swamp Speeders too. I bought a lot of stuff for Felucia. I had plans to do Felucia, but unfortunately those are on the back burner for quite a while. How much longer until it's finished? Probably another half hour. All I have to do is just start attaching things. I don't have anything left to build. It's just clip things together and that's it. I spent a lot of time this weekend and just built everything because I couldn't wait any longer. Now the issue is I just gotta figure out where everything clips together. All right, I should probably finish the head first. Yes, the AT-AP is the 3-legged artillery walker. If you watch episode 3 on Felucia, it's that one that actually looks like it's towering over all the other walkers in the lineup. And there's 2 of them. There's two of them on Felucia. Alright, this is going to be a little bit difficult to try and get these pieces to clip together correctly. Okay, that one clipped fine. Okay, that one's clipped on nice. Oh, I'm stupid. I just put that on upside down. It's like, why does that look weird? I also find it interesting that of all the connection pieces used for a lot of other things, Mr. Idler decided to use battle droid arms for this last bit. I thought that was interesting. Am I even gonna be able to attach this one? Yeah, this one has. Okay, it can if I'm trying to be delicate because some of these battle droid arms I think are a little bit. They're on like the verge of breaking. I'm trying to be somewhat careful. I just need to pop this whole head off. That'll be easier. Oh, really, Bacon? Well, hopefully it's working now. It's gonna take me a little bit to get used to your new name, Sea Bacon. Because I got so used to Sea Bacon, but Bacon Briggs is pretty cool name too. Okay, yeah, it looks like it can attach. I'm just struggling to attach it. Makes custom kill casts. I think Big Kid Bricks makes one. I think there's a few other people. I think Firestar also makes one. I don't know if I would make a big clone base, because we really don't see big clone bases in any of the stories, or in any lore, really. So I don't think I'd make a giant building, because, yeah. it would mostly be me with a bunch of walkers and then, like, terrain. But it's a cool idea. I will definitely at some point do it, because I'd love to. That's one of the building areas that I need to get better at, is actually building, like, landscapes and terrain and things. I'm really good at building, like, walkers and things, but terrain and landscapes and, like, mountains and things, yeah, I'm awful at. Alright, finally got that piece on. This other piece of the cockpit should go on pretty easily. Yeah. And then it's time for the top, which I think... Actually, I wasn't sure how this top piece attached. This back piece is going to just keep falling off, and it's so annoying. You're not going to buy P1 helmets anymore? How come, Bulbasaur? Just too much for your budget, or do you just not like them anymore? Okay, this looks like it should attach. Am I actually just missing a few pieces? It would not surprise me if I just forgot to include a few pieces on it. Oh no, I hid too many pieces. Alright, let's go into this. Hide. Okay, I'm at least missing one piece, apparently, because I'm stupid. Alright, let's grab that one piece I'm missing. It is not in this not in that container. However, I should have it over here. Hopefully I can find it though. Aha, there it is, in the very bottom of this container. Well, yeah, the CC ones are a completely different mold, Bulbasaur. I personally think the CC P1 helmets are more accurate to how they should look. What's the biggest build you think I think I'll ever do? I don't know. Questions like that are hard to answer because really you can build as big as you want. It depends on how much money you have. That's kind of like the big issue when it comes to Lego and mock building. You need skills, of course, but the big limiter is money. It's not like playing Minecraft or Terraria where everything's digital, and you can have access to everything if you put the work in. Because Lego, you really just need money. And you can basically build whatever you want. Right now, the biggest thing I can do are these walkers and different ships and things. They're the thing I'm the best at right now, and they're the things I used to collect a lot of. The Lego sets. A lot of them are already walkers and ships and things, so they're the easiest things for me to do right now. Alright, I should not have put this back on yet because I need to attach the top piece, which should clip together now. Yeah, ooh, this looks really cool. Ooh, now that the head's done, this looks really cool. Just wish the neck connection was a lot stronger. That seems to be... Oh no, that does just hang up that high. Okay. Interesting. The head is dipping a little bit, but I'm not sure what I can do to fix it. For the CEC Umbra operative art, yeah, that guy looks really cool. Alright, and then to add, now it's time to add these, which should help with some like the looseness up here. What have I done since the Hellfire droid? So since the Hellfire droid, which I'm technically still not done with, it has a lot of issues that I need to continue to fix. I went back and redid the snail tank. I built some dwarf spider droids. I built like 8 different versions of a TIE fighter. I continued working on my Maxipede shuttle. I think this was after I rebuilt my Forward Command Center, and I did this ATTE, and then obviously we're working on this. So I've done quite a bit. They're just all unfinished. That's their big issue right now. They're all just unfinished. To earn big sets, yeah, which is fine. Like teaches you hard work and teaches you good life skills that you're gonna need. Yeah, I've got lots of things in the works. They're all just unfinished right now, unfortunately. Ah, I see. That's not going to fit in because it's getting caught up on a different piece. Okay. There we go. That piece is in, so that now holds that in place. Hopefully I can do it on this other side without things freaking out. Okay, that piece is in place. Yep, that holds that all. Holds that all. That. I like it being angled, but I'm not sure how much of an angle it needs. Wait, is Orto the place that Devis is on in that comic book? I don't have a Devis right now. Eventually I probably will. I'm also going to have him have his Recon Star Corps guys with him too. I do not bake it. It depends. What are you saying in these comments? Because some of the comments I think are just getting auto-deleted. Am I getting any of the sets on release? No. I don't have money to do that. Also, I'm not a... Some of the sets are great, but I don't see the need to get them on release. It was like with... That was how I treated the 2021 wave that had the TIE Fighter and the X-Wing. I didn't get anything from that wave until like 4 to 5 months later. But then I went a little crazy with the TIE Fighters and ended up buying quite a few of them. But like I bought the Trouble on Tatooine set and the X-Wing much later. I don't see the need of having them right as they release. You can always get them later. Obviously, you can't wait too long because then they will be decommissioned and go out of stock. But I also don't really see the need of getting them right away. Hey, what's up, SW? What is up, dude? Currently finishing up this ATOT. Your Underworld Coruscant mock is looking pretty good. You just got the shuttle. The shuttle. You mean the Bad Batch shuttle? The Havoc Marauder, I believe is its lore name. It's a good looking set. I think I'm gonna pass on it though. I think what I'm gonna do is instead get CC figures, and then there's a buddy of mine who makes a custom design Havoc Marauder that's minifigure scale. So I think I'm just going to use that instead. You have a $200 budget with Lego set you shoot. Whatever set that has figures that you actually need. Or like any of the sets that you actually need for anything you're working on. Like if you're a MOC builder, get whatever set either has a vehicle that you need for your MOC or has parts you need. Or if you're a minifigure collector, get the one that has the minifigures you want. Oh. I'm struggling just a bit to get these things attached. I think I'm going to have to pull off all of these. Well, no, I can't do that because these are like barely on here. Okay. Oh, you meant the Imperial shuttle? That one, I don't know. It looks okay, but that bottom area of the cockpit is kind of nasty looking. I don't know why they decided to leave it so exposed. But you can mod it, which is fine, but the AT-AT would be a good one because that one's relatively close to minifigure scale. It's like it doesn't stand out of place until you start putting other minifigure scale things next to it. Then it starts looking a little wonky. Yeah, the new Boba Fett Slave 1 ship is decent. It is really small compared to the previous ones, but it's still decent. Good to get a Mandalorian version of Boba Fett. Alrighty, that's finally on. I had to be a little bit more aggressive than I wished to get that on, but it's finally there. Oh, and that's right. Now I was supposed to include this bit, which hides a few of the exposed gaps. Why does this seem off? Oh, because it's not clicked together correctly. But now it is, so now it should be fine. You're gonna wait for a cheaper set? Who knows? Maybe they will never be in a cheaper set. I love when people say that too, because yeah, it's like, if you hold out for too long, you're just gonna end up missing those figures, because Lego doesn't usually redo their figures for another set. They usually lock them in the one set, and that's it. How did clone troopers paint on their designs so crisply? Magic. Magic bacon. Magic. Alright, that piece is now on. Nice. And then there's... Did I put this at the end? Oh yeah. And this just clips to that piece. Okay. Nice. This side's almost done. Oh yeah, you could probably do that too when the set's released and people start selling the minifigures separately. Is this not? I guess it is. Okay. Nope, there definitely is something not connected right. Okay. Now it is. Just had to push at a slightly different angle. There we go. Now everything's actually on there right. Now I notice that that's not on, so that was why that was off. Alright. Welcome back, Noel. We're getting close. The AT-OT is almost done being built. Oh, I see. When you have it sit on it and have gravity pull it down, now all these legs are in, not necessarily the right position, because technically the walker would never actually sit like this. If I remember right in the movie, all the legs are actually straight up except for the one foot that's moving at a time. So it sitting like this is not actually accurate, but oh well. It's a Lego model, and Lego models suffer from gravity, so it's okay. So let me adjust this other side so it kind of matches. Oh, I see. I can't... Huh. I can't fix this side. Interesting. So I'll just have these go back to looking like that then, I guess. Yeah, apparently I did. I mean, I don't really care. I did a face reveal on Coconut stream that one time as well. It doesn't bother me. I just choose not to normally do it, but with the new camera angle, I knew it was bound to happen. Yeah, these legs are all messed up now. Huh. Guess I'm gonna have to do some tweaking to this side somehow. Doesn't have robotics to keep it up. I know, right? It's like 99% there, but that last 100% with all the robotics and stuff, it's missing. It's a darn shame. This model still looks really, really cool. Is there something off with this still? No, okay, it's good. Last two pieces. Is that on? I guess. Yeah, alright, last piece. Then I'll go get the Star Core guys, and we'll start putting them on. Alrighty, last piece. So here's what it looks like. I'm gonna have it, I guess I'll have it like this, that's fine. You guys get to see the bad side, I get to look at the good side. The good side. Just really highlighted how crappy the design of the AT-AT is. Just a bit. Just a little bit. There's no, well, I can only think of a few vehicles that would actually need that Senate. There's only a few walkers I can think of that would actually need an elevator. Or an escalator. Cause like this AT-OT does not. You can easily get to all the figures because of the way it's designed with the open top. The only guy that's kinda hard to get to is now the pilot, because he's fully enclosed. By the way, the neck doesn't move either. I cannot have the head turn side to side, but I think that's fine. I don't think the head... You can never see the head go side to side in the movie anyway, so it's okay. On my screen, your icon is the banana duck thing, bacon. Alright, now that that's finally built, let's put some Star Core guys in here. Am I able to actually have these guys sit? I've never actually attempted that yet. Okay, I can, but it kind of messes up one of these cloth pieces. Huh. I guess I'm just gonna have them all stand then. For a solid second. Have that guy working at the computer. I'm gonna slide this forward because I want the ramp to be down as well. Have it look like some of the guys are walking down the ramp. That's one issue with the Cape Cantina cloths, because they're a little bit more highly detailed than your typical cloth. There's a few actions that they can't actually do. Apparently sitting is one of them. See, Bacon just changed his name in his profile pic. Alright, I know the poses I'm giving these guys are really basic, but I'm fine with it. Yeah, that's like the most I'm willing to have them look like they're sitting at the moment, is just have them sit like this. Because I don't want to mess up that like cloth connector piece I've got in there. I would have to I'll probably remove it if I ever have these guys actually sit. On a shooter? Probably not. I'm just having these guys do what they would normally do in Star Wars. Nothing too crazy. It's starting to get a little bit difficult though, because yeah, I definitely need some of these guys to actually sit. Alright. can get that guy to sit, and then I guess I'll just put this over here because I'm starting to run out of room. So no, I'll throw a couple more guys in there. So I would say if you had to buy every single piece for this model, it'd probably cost between 200 and 300. Probably more like 300 to 400. I had a lot of pieces already, so in total this ended up costing me about $150. The thing that cost me the most were these minifigures to finally get most of them done. By the way, Senate, I did not design this AT-OT. Mr. Idler did. If you got the impression I designed this, and you're giving me way too much credit, because no, I did not design this walker. I just got his instructions and started building. It's Mr. Idler, so the same guy who made the AAT, Plo Koon's Delta 7, and he's also designed quite a few other things too. He's designed a U-Wing. He's designed, I think he also designed an ATSD. You have to go to his Flickr account and you can see all the stuff. And some of them, all of his instructions are free. This one is also free for the instructions. However, the instructions are technically not finished, but there's enough done that you can figure out how to do everything. Mr. iDikes. That's a strange autocorrect. Alright, I'll have this guy walking, I guess. But yeah, I also need to go back through and put stuff on all these guys' pauldrons, because a lot of them are not resting correctly on the bodies. Alright, that looks like a decent amount. One thing I did want to test real quick is... how am I going to get in here? I guess I'll just have to pop the window down. I wanted to test if one of my StarCore boyos could fit in the cockpit area with the cloth and everything on. Yeah, Mr. Idler. So Mr. and then I-D-L-E-R. Idler. It's gonna be... I guess I have to pull off the entire head in order to get a guy in here. Huh. It's funny that autocorrect did that, because autocorrect didn't even translate into actual English either. It just messed up completely. Alright, pop that off. Can this guy fit in here? And if he can, that's really cool. Banana duck. The one, the only banana duck. Okay, get the consoles out of the way real quick. Put the consoles back down, sorta. Okay, apparently I put his hands up too high. Alright, put those hands back down. Alright, yeah, I can get him in there. Nice. Alright, so I'll just leave him in there. His comma's slightly bent in a weird way, but I think it's fine. Especially for the fact that you will probably not actually see the guy in there because of how the windshields are made. They're really hard to see through. There we go. It looks like I could afford adding one or like 2 cheese slopes, and that would help fill out this angle. Maybe I'll do that. Who knows? Down with autocorrect. Alt-low carpet sucks. Okay. Alrighty, but yeah, here's the finished model. It looks really cool. And then let me slide the ATTE into view as well. Right now I have it in Bad Batch colors, so it's going to stand out a little bit compared to the AT-OT, but oh well. I think I'm gonna change a few more things on my ATT as well. I thought I was getting close to being done, but after seeing how Mr. Idler constructed the feet for the ATOT, I think I might switch my ATTE to be more like that. Which might help me actually be able to remove the requirement of a stand for this ATT as well, which would be great. Because I do hate the fact that this has to have a stand right now. And apparently I have too many random pieces up here for me to even get this boyo to move. Okay. There we go, and then let me readjust all the feet so it looks like it makes sense. Because I gave these legs so much posability, but it took away a lot of their, like, strength. So yeah, right now this ATT needs a stand. And it looks like it's still slightly crooked because of the way I have the stand set up, but there we go. There's the ATT. Oh, you can, like, barely see the ATOT now. Just realized that by looking at the YouTube playback. So let me slide this boyo more this way. And I should be able to get the ATOT in frame some more. There we go. Oh, I haven't fixed it yet, no. From what we learned yesterday, I'm gonna change this area so the gunner is actually sitting at an angle, so this area makes more sense. How many gallons of cheese? 1. At the most, ever. Welcome to the stream, Lofted Luke. How are you doing today, dude? There's another ClonePlays. Is there? I checked, and I saw I was the only ClonePlays. I know there's a few ClonePlay out here on YouTube, but yeah, I'm the only one who uses that name and is, like, active at it. Is Clone a Skyrim player? No. I don't even own Skyrim, so no, I'm not a Skyrim player. Oh, one thing I should do, I should replace this P1 guy right here. I'm gonna replace him real quick with the StarCore guy, so it makes more sense. If I can even get him out of the seat. Apparently I'm too good and he's stuck in here. Get out of the seat. There we go. Let's get a StarCore guy in there instead. Oh no, it seems the cloth is preventing him from sitting in there. Oh noes. Okay, maybe now. Okay, I'm gonna take off his helmet real quick too, just so I can try to fix this cloth. Alrighty, he's in there, but not in there. Because, yeah, that cloth just made putting him in there a little tight. But, yeah, there you go. From within. No, he's got to be up there, Noel. We learned while going through Revenge of the Sith yesterday that they do, in fact, have gunners up there. They just... Apparently they die real quick, though, so we don't see them often, but yeah. Alright, Lofted Luke, thanks for popping in for a little bit. Hope you have a great rest of your day, dude. Hey, welcome to the stream, Flot Sam. That is true, we did see in episode 2 that, yeah, you don't actually need a gunner up there for it to fire. But yeah, we finished the ATOT, Flot Sam, and now we're just hanging out and chatting. I don't have anything else really to build unless you guys want to start seeing how I work on the ATTE. Because there's a few things. I think I'm going to shorten the length of some of these legs too. They just seem to be a little too long right now. Yeah, they seem to be a little too long. And the other cannons are... That seems to just be a game mechanic, Bulbasaur. That seems to be... That kind of seems stupid. Or make the middle ones longer. Could do that. Although the reason I want to make the 4 shorter legs even shorter is because the way that the different leg joints are working, they're not exactly how they look in the movie. So if I make them shorter, I might get some better angles on these legs. Yeah, game mechanics do not equal lore. There's a lot of things that you have to do in BF2 that don't make sense in lore. Also, just, you know, the battle tactics in BF2 don't make a whole lot of sense because the clones and droids would not act that way. Alright, Senate. Let's like calm down about the autocorrect. Yeah, I know it's a nuisance, but maybe take an extra 5 seconds to type out a message before sending it. Might be a good rule for life. Which is funny, I did all that. I still have P1 pilots in here. I don't know what to switch them out to. Should I switch them out to Star Corps guys? If I do, I would definitely need to take off their commas because they're not going to fit in here with their commas on. Their pauldrons should be fine, but yeah, their commas are going to get in the way. Just to make a joke about how bad it is. Oh, okay. Let me take a drink. Yeah, I'm trying to decide what we can do right now, or what we can work on now. Probably just the ATT, since it's right in front of me. Is there anything else I maybe should start working on? Don't see anything else that I can work on stream. Everything else is just stuff I need to translate into Studio. Same with the ATT, I still need to translate that into Studio. So, alright, we'll start working on that. Let me slide the AT-OT out of it. Oh man, this thing just looks so cool. I highly recommend if anyone is thinking about building it, you should. It might take a little bit long because of how many parts it uses, but when it's built, it looks really cool. Yeah, we're gonna switch the focus now to the AT-TE. Which I believe, since we were talking about it, the main things I wanted to change is how these legs are working. So let me pull up now that we're done with the AT-OT, I can close Studio. So let me pull up some screenshots of the AT-TE. AT-TE. Does the AT-TE have the same kind of foot as the AT-OT? That's another thing I want to look at real quick. Cause like if the feet are the same, then I could just get away with actually just using Mr. Idler's design, and that would actually keep my stuff more consistent with one another. You got 3 of the saber tanks. I used to have 3 of the saber tanks, then I disassembled them for parts. I had 3 of the most recent saber tank set, which was actually a really good set. I could see why people were a little upset because it didn't have the top gun for the gunner, but it looks like the one that LEGO chose the build was the one from BF2, and the one in BF2 does not have the extra gunner. So are these the same? Is that the same foot? Oh, I also learned that the Brick Vault AT-TE is missing a couple of toes on the middle legs, on the middle feet. That was interesting. All right, let me find a different picture of the AT-OT. Feet! It hasn't uploaded in 4 years. Did they have any mocks on their channel though? Because that might be Mr. Idler. I know he doesn't really do YouTube. Other people make his stuff and then make videos on it. And then he doesn't have an Instagram either. He's just on Flickr. But I mean, totally fine with me because this thing is really cool looking. Alright, AT-OT, where's a better image? Is this a better image? Yeah, that kind of looks like the same feet as the AT-TE has. So yeah, I might change up my feet design then to better match that. That would make the... Well, I've made it so my feet are very strong too. The issue is just it can't support itself, so I need to change up the connection in here. And maybe a few of these other joints. Am I ever going to play some more Terraria? Eventually. I might not make any more Terraria videos, but I'm definitely gonna start probably playing it in my free time again. Operators. Use the gunners from it for... What are you talking about, Bulsar? Oh, are you talking about... Oh! Are you talking about the P2 gunners? Let me grab a guy. Talking about these guys? Talking about this guy, Bulbasaur? Yeah, these guys are cool. I wish we would have actually seen them in the movies, but from what I could tell, you could never see an actual P2 gunner. But this guy would be cool. It would make a little bit more sense now that we know, like, at least in canon from TCW, that there were P1 gunners. But yeah, it looks like gunners are at least in the movies, are just normal troopers that happen to be up there, but I will probably use these guys in something, because otherwise I don't know what I would use them for. I might also use these guys for pilots, for piloting ATTEs and the ATOT, just because I don't have any other clone that would best represent, other than just another grunt of whatever unit I'm using, so it would give me a use, because I have 3 of these guys, and so I could pilot both the ATOT and the ATTE with all 3 of them. I don't know where to put this guy so you can see him still. I guess I'll just put him in... Oh, you can't even see the ATOT. I guess I'll just put him down here. There you go. Am I finished with that? No, I haven't finished that either. Last stream I tried to do TCS on. The game did not want to work, so I wasn't able to finish that. But yeah, welcome to the stream, by the way, Void ZY. If you want to, let me know if you want to see more Terraria videos, because I've thought about doing it. I just don't have a whole lot of time, but I might have some time coming up soon to maybe do some more Terraria, so let me know. I know people have been somewhat demanding on my texture pack video for me to do a new texture pack video that explains a little bit more. And I have a script prepared. I just haven't had the time to get around to actually filming it and stuff, so. I don't know, I kind of like my feet design. If I could just get it so it works and would actually hold itself up, it'd be fine. Why was this? No, I don't think I have Bulbasaur. What was it? There's also a few of these detail pieces that, like, only work if you have the legs in a certain way, otherwise they pop off, but... Feet! Yes. Feet. Anyone got ideas for any Technic parts I might be able to switch my feet to use instead? Or the legs should use? Let me pull off a foot, let me pull off a leg and show you guys what they're built like right now. So here's what one of the smaller feet look like right now. The big issue is the way it sits on the walker right now is it kind of sits like this. And that's not accurate. This piece should be up like this, and then it should be at that kind of an angle. But I think right now I can't actually get the ATTE, the B-Ink, to have its foot like that because of gravity. But I'm not sure how to have this be different and still have all the posability that each of these different joints have. Which is why I kind of get why LEGO just removed a lot of the posability from the legs to make it so the ATT could hold itself up, but... Maybe what I need to do... one thought is I'll just make this area be smaller, so it has a better chance of being angled like this in the underbelly. Because most of the frame of this ATTE is still the exact same frame as the 2013 set. So if you know what the 2013 set frame looks like, that's basically what I'm working with. How long would I be streaming? I will be streaming for at least another hour. But thanks for hanging out, Joshua. It was cool to see you again. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and if you happen to pop back in, fantastic. I guess I can just do an experiment right now. Let's try and make this leg smaller. It's really easy for me to, because of, this is like I think my third rendition of these leg joints, so it's really easy now that with this new rendition for me to easily change things out and do a test. Okay, that should be good enough. Literally just moved apart back one stud. The issue is just getting this now connected back to the frame. It's slightly difficult. Okay, and then these slope pieces I can already tell are going to get in the way, so I gotta take those out. Alright, see you in a little bit then, Noel. But yeah, Noel and I discovered a lot of cool things about episode 3 yesterday. Did you guys know in the scene when the 2/12 are arresting all the Utapauans, all the Utapauans in one scene have these really cool backpacks that have antennas on them? And then also in that same scene, you can see some of those gray troopers from earlier in the film that were on Coruscant. You can see a couple of them on Utapau as well. I break all lore while playing with my Lego. What? I'm not playing with my Lego. I'm too old to be playing with Lego. I have evolved into the dad from the Lego movie. Except I'm not willing to glue my stuff. That's just stupid. I used to be the kid. I used to be the son in the Lego movie, but now I am the father in the Lego movie. My one sibling doesn't care about Lego whatsoever, so I don't have like a sister figure in like the second Lego movie that just comes in and destroys everything. That would just be me. I still haven't gotten this leg attached. Come on, just do the thing. Just go, just clip together, please. I wanna show the people how it works. Just work. I'm not sure how many of you guys are a part of the Discord as well, but I've also shown some recolors of the Brick Vault ATTE. I started working on 2 more yesterday as well from the Star Wars Commander game. There's actually quite a few differences with those ones compared to just a standard ATTE. Like what's called the Elite ATTE has a massive gun that's different from the Mass Driver Cannon. And it also removes all of the ball turrets off of it as well. Its main weapon is its only weapon. It's somewhat interesting. Alright, see you, Bulbasaur. Hopefully you can make it back. If not, have a great rest of your day, dude. I really wish you guys could see what I'm doing, but I apparently chose a really bad leg to do that with. So I chose the front right leg, so you guys can't actually see what I'm doing. Yeah, anyone else working on anything cool right now while watching the stream? Alright, I'm gonna stop being stupid and just do it this way. Attach the brick with a hole in it to the Technic piece first. And then just put all this other stuff on. Wow, would you look at that? I did that. It's all attached almost instantly. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna pop all this other stuff off too now. Would you look at that though? It's, wow, what I was struggling with for a good solid 2 minutes, I just completed in 2 seconds. Wow. Alright, and slap that back on. So how does that look? That's... If I have it like that, that's still not exactly how it should look, but it's... I'm not exactly better either, because I'm trying to get it so these legs can actually move how you see them move in the movies, and so that's also causing quite a few issues, because that also removes a lot of the structural strength of these feet and these legs if I do that. Just can't get that to be high enough inside of the walker in order for it to like look the way I want it to look. I might have to completely redo the connection that I have that connects the feet to the frame, which is kind of annoying because that requires me to take off like pretty much everything to get in there and pull out the one Technic rod that's holding everything together. Yeah, just not... I can't remember. There's something in there that's preventing this piece from going up higher, and I think it's actually the little thing that I came up with to kind of represent the control panel that the gunners are using on the inside. So let's see if I can fix that. Looks like I'm probably just gonna have to pull off all this stuff so you can see what I'm talking about. So here's what the interior of the front section looks like right now. If I pull off everything, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So right here and here are where the gunners sit. And I think if I pull off all this stuff, I can actually see what I'm looking at. Yeah, I've got some pieces that are preventing this from... preventing the Technic mechanism from rising higher like the way I want it to. Okay, so let's get in here and try and fix it. Which means I gotta take off quite a few things. So if I take off all of that, how high can I get this bad boy to go now? Okay, apparently I still can't get it to go up any higher. Oh, because now the plate that the leg is using to hold everything together is now in the way. Excuse me. So let's try and fix that. So that needs to now be switched to a 1x4. And if I switch it to a 1x4, I can knock this back connection down by 2 hole studs. What? Oh, that still looks weird because I gotta do that. Okay. By the way, chat, are there any other walkers you think I should maybe work on? I'm not gonna do an AT-AP because I think Brick Vaults is already good enough. Like, it looks pretty spot on for all the research I've done into the AT-AP. There's a few things I'm going to be modding on all of my ATTEs that I build from Brick Vault. The ATRT from Brick Vault seems pretty good too. But I would have to do some serious research because pretty much everyone has done a custom ATRT, so they all have slight differences. And also, every year, like when LEGO releases a new piece, certain techniques can become different and whatnot. But did I just make this worse? I think I just made this worse. Okay. Yeah, because now I gotta switch this other 1x6 to being a 1x4 as well, I think. Okay. Hopefully there's another 1x4 in this pile of stuff. Yep. Okay. Let's get this in place now. Let's see, what were some of the... There were a lot of cool things I'm trying to remember that Noel and I learned yesterday. We learned that the Republic gunship is really weird, and that TCW did somewhat of a weird job with it. Specifically having a gunship with both bubble turrets and full doors. We learned there's quite a few... There's... ATTE... Or, gunships are just weird with the way that some of them work. We finally found one in the movie that the doors open. Like, you can see a shot where the doors actually open up, and now we're trying to figure out if the door itself in the movies covers the entire troop bay area, or if it only covers a portion of it. I still think it only covers a portion, and that the doors aren't big enough to actually cover the entire troop bay. But it could be the other way as well. Alright, so this is slightly better now, but once I put this piece in place, that's going to prevent that. So I would need to switch this out to being, instead of a 2x2 and a 1x2, I just need two 1x2s. Or I could do one of those corner bricks and a 1x1, but I think two 1x2s is better. Oh, I gotta throw this piece back on too. Yeah, that actually sits at a much better angle. It just removed a lot of some of the details though. But it's better. I think if I now switch all 4 legs to being like that, everything should be good. So now I just gotta find more 1x4s, because I used quite a lot of my light gray ones for the AT-OT, so let's see, do I have, what is this stuck on? What? No. What in the heck are you stuck on? What? Huh? What is this stuff? What is this container stuck on? Is it stuck on from something underneath of it? Oh, okay. That was really weird. Welcome back, Noel. Noel, do you happen to remember some of the other things we learned about yesterday in episode 3? I just mentioned the thing about the Republic gunships. What else did we learn yesterday, or just notice? There was quite a few things I'm trying to remember. But it was cool. Doing a deep dive into the movie was really cool. Maybe we should do a few other deep dives into the movies. Hey, welcome to the stream. Is it Faz Noober? It's an interesting name. Welcome. Hope you like what you see. Yeah, I mentioned those a little bit ago as well. Maybe you were still gone for that. But yeah, it was cool to see those guys there too. I also talked about how those 2/12 in that same scene have those really cool backpacks on as well. But yeah, right now we're currently actually working on an AT-TE because we finished the AT-OT. Oh yeah, that's right. We did learn that that gun was in episode 2, whereas everyone thinks it was first seen in episode 3. I am accidentally knocking over troopers. Let me try and get the AT-OT into view-ish. Okay, there's a portion of it. But yeah, I also just learned how to make these legs be a little bit more accurate, so that's cool. And they sit up higher, which I think, fingers crossed, might mean I can remove the stand that I have underneath of it right now, but we'll see. There's also a thing on these middle legs I'm going to try to switch out, because I think it's going to look a lot better than how I have them right now. But let's work on these other 3 shorter legs first. Alright, I'm gonna actually skip this song real quick. I think it's a little bit too monotonous. This should be better. Alright, and I'm also... I already pulled off the other front panel. Okay, good. So now what I gotta do is pull that off. Pull that off. Pull all that off. Then we need 1x4s. We need this back in. Then I just need that piece and this piece. Okay. Oh, oops. Apparently this decided to fall apart differently than the other side. I still have a feeling that this AT-TE is gonna need to stand, but hopefully it'll be slightly better than how it just was. Oh, that's right. I did this kind of in a dumb way. I should put this on first. Put that on first, and then I can put everything else back on. Much easier than if I tried to do it the other way that I was about to try. Ah! The ball turrets are getting in my way. They're sticking out too much. Just pop them all off. Oh! I almost had it detach. There we go. Attached. Now slap this stuff back on. Fantastic. And it still has the ability, because if I could remember right, the front two legs on the ATT actually stick out just a bit to the sides. They kind of look like they kind of like claw forward, whereas the back two don't. And so I have the ability on all four legs to have them either stick out or be normal, which I think is cool. There we go. These should now stick up higher. I doubt they're going to be able to hold any weight, though, because of the way they are. But they're going to be slightly more accurate than how they were about 4 seconds ago. There's two what are those standard color schemes? Because that'd actually be kind of cool to see. I think I've seen the deleted scene you're talking about as well. A teal and white one? Oh, interesting. Maybe the animators just got a little lazy and just reused the same one for a number of scenes. The one detail I can't add to any of these other doors is I want to use these hinge pieces as kind of like the ladder pieces. But I don't have enough available to do that to all of the other 3 doors. So only this one has a ladder, unfortunately. It's in lore. Okay, I'll check that out after the stream. Just gotta get these panels back on. Which I just realized, one of these is missing the Republic logo. I'll need to dig through my printed and stickered parts to try and find another Republic logo piece. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. What just... Okay, I guess this thing just adjusted the better sit on the stand because I was pushing on it a little too hard or something. Weird. This thing still has a bit of a personality to it. So sometimes it's a bit temperamental. You gotta be careful with making changes and things. Hopefully I'll be able to fix all of that, though, with some of the changes I'm doing right now. The most temperamental part is this back area, actually, which I don't think any of you guys have seen yet, because I recently changed it from the last time I showed off the ATT. It now looks like this, if you can see that. I moved the guns up, and there's a little bit more detailing and stuff going on back there. Unfortunately, there should be a little bit more detail going on, but that would require me to change up even more of how the Lego set used to look, and so I chose to leave it the way it is. Also, I was just kind of sick of changing that back area because I've changed it 3 times now. I was a little over changing it. Kind of looks like I should just change up the whole Technic mechanism I've got going on too, because I really don't need it unless I want like the legs to be able to extend farther than I think they're able to in lore. But I'll leave it for now because yeah, that's gonna require a lot of work for me to change it otherwise. Oh, is it really yet another 9th Assault Corps guy? That is funny. They seem to just be everywhere. They're on every planet. then again, we did already confirm that there were some already on Utapau with that scene with the 212 having backpacks and things. When, what's his name? That airborne that talks to Cody has a name, but I can't remember what it is right now. But when he talks to Cody about them not able to find Obi-Wan's body, that scene, a lot of the 212 in the background have backpacks on, which is cool. It's from earlier in the battle. Even more confirmation that they were there then. This is fantastic. More lore. Too bad no one actually makes those 9th Assault Corps guys. At least, I don't think anyone's done a printed version of them. I think there's some decals out there though. Am I currently working on a mock or just adding more builds? This is currently a mock that I'm working on. The ATOT is actually over here, which I can actually slide more into view, I think. We finished the ATOT and we're actually just making a few adjustments to my custom ATTE. Which originally was not the plan. The plan for this guy was just to have it be a modded 2013 Lego set. But then I went a little too crazy with it and adjusted a little bit too many things for me to consider it just a mod. So now it is a mock, because I have reworked quite a number of things. The only thing that's still the same to the set is the general shaping of it. This area right here where the pilot set is relatively the same as the Lego set. The general shaping of the panels. And then the main frame has like a slight adjustment to it, but pretty much everything else like overhauled. So it's no longer a mod, it is now a mock. Awesome, I'm glad you like it. I really like it. What's funny about it is I also made this set longer than the original set was, so it's actually more in size to the 2008 ATTE, I think, now. Just because in order for me to add all the details I wanted to, I actually needed to make this area right here longer. So if you have the 2013 set, you might notice it, but yeah, these panels should actually be closer if you built the set. They'd be a lot closer. Speaking of that, I can actually put this one back on now that I'm done with that front area. But alright, that leg is now done. Now it's just this other leg. Far better than the leg one. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I might have enough pieces if I make a few more modifications. I might be able to build 2 of these ATTEs. Because I do currently own 3 of the 2013 ATTE. One of them that I actually had built on a stream 7 months ago actually got turned into what we're working on right now. Lego ones are so under-constructed, unlike yours. Well, thank you. Yeah, I never realized this until doing it and looking at pictures. The Lego set doesn't have an underbelly to it like the Walker should have. Yeah, that Juggernaut is decent for a playset, but it's definitely not minifigure scale because a Juggernaut is huge. But yeah, that as a playset, that one's actually really good. I bought it back in 2016. It's in pieces now, but it looks really good. They did a fantastic job of adding more details to the Juggernaut for that set, and also adding a better version of Quinlan Voss and Luminara was also pretty good. Jonak has them? Ooh. I got a commission for Embrick then. Do RP2 decals work on blank RP2 CC helmets? I think you were asking that the other day, weren't you, Null? Did you ever get an answer for that? Because I don't know, but it'd be really nice, because right now the RP2 selection of helmets from CC is kind of low. There definitely are plans. They're going to be adding more, but it might take a while for them to add more. Oh, AV? Ooh, okay. Yikes. Because I'd want them to look like this guy. Match that Lego look. Because that's the look I have most of my clones. The Star Corps guys here look more like... kind of got that Lego look going on with them. With the addition of the cloth, of course. Does it look good, though? Like, if you were to compare your decaled CC helmet, does it look like a printed CC helmet? My one big grind with this mock is just the fact that one, the legs can't hold itself up, so I have the stand, and it's somewhat of a pain to turn this guy around. Because every time you turn it, you have to refix all these legs to look how you want them to look. But other than that, this mock is pretty good, I would say. As the designer of this mock, I'd say it's pretty adequate. Mock designer pats himself on the back. Yes, fantastic work. Okay, I gotta turn this even more, which I think means I'm off. No, I'm actually on camera, so neat. I always forget because I'm not used to how the camera is set up now, still. So I always forget what's actually still in view and what's not these days. But it has cheek lines on it, whereas CC has no cheek lines. Oh, okay. Just cut the cheeks off. Neat. Let's see, I gotta add this on here too before I finish clipping everything together. Ah! Oh, I am fumbling so hard with this one piece that I really should not have a struggle with, but there we go. Alrighty, so all those legs should... Yeah, they all now sit how they should, if you force it to. So if this were actually sitting on like a base plate or on studs, you could make these legs be in the right spot, but because of gravity, they're being pushed out farther than they should currently. How do I defeat gravity? How do I force gravity to not apply to this walker? Well, let's see. Gotta turn this to the side for me to figure out. I would need to... I see. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that. Aw, darn. It means the legs... If I do that, that means the legs can't extend as far out as they can right now, but... it would keep this more accurate and might even help me with stability and having this bad boy hold itself up. Wow, my nose just got really itchy there. What is my opinion on the 2016 Millennium Falcon? Is that the one... Which sequel one is that? Is that the one from The Force Awakens, or is that the one from The Last Jedi? If it's the one from The Force Awakens, I think it's pretty good. But yeah, you definitely want to mod the radar dish, because it uses that stupid one. Oh, yeah, it's the Force Awakens one. I think it's decent. But yeah, you definitely would want to mod a few things if you're going to use it for like OT, original trilogy related things. Oh, I like that look way more. Okay. Dang it. Dang it! That means I gotta get into the internals of this bad boy and fix that. Okay. Darn. I was hoping I would not like it, and so I would not be tempted to try and do that, but I am now tempted. One thing I just realized, too, is... like, I still need to fix these... I still need to fix this. It's still not as accurate as it should, and I think I just thought of a way to do that, but I don't have those pieces anymore. I had to use all of them for the AT-OT, so... that might be something I experiment with in studio. Which is the one major issue left with this model, besides it not being able to hold itself up without a stand, is none of this is in studio yet. This is all just... I'm the only one who can enjoy this model for right now, but eventually I'll put it in studio. So it was necessary. Oh, nice. Sounds cool. I don't think anyone's done that asteroid field. Do you have any TIE bombers that you're going to be using for that? Mock? If not, I can recommend a number of cool TIE bombers I've seen. Hey, what's up, Robonut? Welcome to the stream, dude. It looks better than the custom one. Perhaps. I know when I was younger, a lot of my custom mocks were not the greatest. I wasn't good at making sure my things looked accurate. I just built whatever, which is fine. Like, creativity-wise, that's pretty cool, but when it comes to, like, you're trying to copy something from Star Wars, then yeah, the free-range creativity is great, but you gotta rein it in just a bit to get the accuracy to look right, you know? Then again, there's also things in Star Wars that you can totally just do whatever you want with. Like, a lot of interiors on ships, you can make them look however you want, because a lot of ships in Star Wars, we don't know what their interiors look like. So you can do whatever you want. Like, a Walker I plan on building eventually. We've only seen where the commander stands. We've never seen what the rest of the interior looks, I think. So there's a lot of creative license I'll be able to have with it. Fill it up. How are things over yonder? Pretty good. We finished the AT-OT, which you can see right here. Almost all of it. Right now we're actually just trying to fix up this ATT that I've been building recently. One thing I want to maybe do right now, actually, before I forget, if I can get him out, is I'm actually going to switch up how this, oh yeah, having him sitting there with this comma totally just destroyed this comma. So yeah, next time I will take it off. Because yeah, it's going to take, that's going to take a bit to go back to normal. So I'll just throw him in there. But I'm going to mod this mass driver cannon. If I can get it off. There we go. Okay, that did not pop off right. Oh well. I'm going to mod it so that way the gunner is actually sitting at an angle like he does in the movies. Hey, no problem, Fives. I didn't even know you were here until you sent a message. But welcome. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, dude. Oh, really, Bacon? That's a little weird, but glad your comments are now fixed. That's good. You're working on a custom TIE bomber? Nice. The mining guild ties look great, yeah. I haven't released it yet, I don't think, but I have a custom TIE mining guild TIE fighter in the works. I think it's almost done. I just got to spend the time making instructions for it. And then obviously the Brick Vault, Jarek recently came out with one as well. I think his is too big for my liking though. It doesn't match how TIEs look in Star Wars Rebels. He basically took the looks and then put it onto a movie accurate TIE fighter, which is fine. It's just not what I'm going for, so I will probably never buy that TIE fighter. Alright, let's try and do this, because I think it should be relatively quick, says the designer. 4 hours later, still working on it, probably. But I think it means I should be able to remove that piece entirely. And I will be doing something completely different instead. Which, I think the easiest way for me to do this is I'm going to grab one of these hinge pieces. If I can find a good one. Okay, that one should work. And basically, his feet are going to clip into this piece, I think. Oh, man. Alright, so if I do that, he's sitting at the wrong angle because he needs to be sitting back. So the way to fix that is I now grab a bracket piece for him to clip into. How's the posability of the AT-OT? It's decent. Apparently I messed up on one of the sides, so some of the legs aren't sitting correctly, but you can make it look like it's walking. You would need to build a small stand underneath of it though. In order for you to achieve that. But on its own, it looks cool. It has slightly more posability than the official Lego AT-OT, which is fine because that's all I wanted it to have, just slightly more, and it did it. So Is the Rise of Skywalker red Y-wing cool, or is it bad? I think it looks cool. I don't understand why they were still using Y-wings all the way up until then. Or the fact that they had the other bomber in Last Jedi, if they still had Y-wings. But yeah, I find it weird that they were still using Y-wings, because in the lore they were apparently complaining about Y-wings the entire time. So why did they still have them? Y-wings are apparently an awful ship in lore, so I don't understand why they were still using them after all this time. But oh well. But as far as looks go, I mean, it looks good. It looks cool. Ah, this is probably the way I want to do this. Alright. I think so far he won't have a seat, but that's fine, I think, for now. Thoughts on the Marvel... So I've seen CMF, and I used to know what it means. Does it mean, collectible minifigures thing? I don't know what the F stands for, but I think it looked cool from what I remember. You change to the yellow, that's fine. Okay, I'm just gonna do this because it will make more sense. Switch that stuff out for a 2x3. Yeah, I'm gonna watch British Waffle. That's the channel's name, right? I'm gonna watch his video later. Yeah, if I do that, then that allows me to do this. Okay. Now, did you do Rebellion yellow, or did you do Clone Wars yellow, where the entire thing is covered in yellow and white, and hasn't been quote-unquote stripped yet by the Rebellion because it was an awful ship to try and do repairs on, unless you just stripped off all the armor. Why is it... This door is giving me troubles for some reason. Okay, I guess that's good enough for that. Alright, then let's put the gunner back on. He's gonna be sitting at an angle, so right now that angle would be like that. Seems low. Where's an ATT? Here we go. Ah, but this picture doesn't have a guy in it, so I can't tell how he sits. Where's a picture that has a guy sitting up there? Huh, in this image it actually looks like there is a chair. But then again, that's an artistic rendition of an ATT, so maybe it doesn't actually have a chair. If I remember right, Nolan and I discovered it doesn't actually have a chair. That's a good idea. Yeah, the old Death Troopers, which were actually like they were zombified Imperials. Someone made a really tiny ATTE and then they're trying to claim it's UCS sized. Okay. Okay. Oh, excuse me. It's kind of funny. I've already been streaming for an hour and a half and we've done like pretty much nothing. Fantastic. Does this guy have a seat? Okay, he's actually in here, but the ATT used in the cross-section book doesn't at all look like the one used in the movies. Darn. Well, this is probably the closest I can get to seeing what the guy looks like up there, without just pulling up the movie, but then having this super tiny picture to look at. So according to the cross-section book, there is a seat, and the guy sits normally. So basically it'd just be whatever I had previously before starting to do some modifications to it. And then call it a day. But, I don't know, that just seems off from what Noel and I saw in the movies. Also, this ATT is missing... This ATT is missing missing toes. The feet are all missing toes. That makes no sense. Well, okay. This cross-section book is wrong. It's wrong. Oh yeah, it is wrong, because it's having these armor plates come up too close to each other on the top, too. There's a lot of things wrong in this picture. Wow. Also, these ball turrets seem extremely huge as well, so yeah. Okay, I can't trust this cross-section picture anymore now. Darn. I'm running out of sources. I guess maybe, is there a picture of the guy sitting in this one? No, there's not. Okay. I wish I could actually screenshot stuff on my Disney Plus. Apparently everyone else can that I talk to, like Noel can and a bunch of other people, but my Disney Plus won't let me screenshot or use the snipping tool. So I can't just snip a picture and be like, look at this. Paper tents, nice. I guess, actually, let me just pull up Discord, because I know Noel sent me a picture. So if I go to Discord and I go to our group chat, I should be able to pull up the one he sent me. Let's see, where was that picture? Aha. Okay, that guy's sitting up normally. But he is definitely sitting up higher than I currently have him on my thing, so I'll need to fix that. Is there another picture, though, of the dude? Yeah, a lot of, pretty much all the ATTEs in episode 2, they don't have gunners for the cannon on top, which is a little sad. Okay, that was the only picture, and that guy is sitting up normally, so it kind of looks like he has a backrest, actually. Some budgeting issues. There's always budgeting issues when it comes to Lego. Lego, especially Lego Star Wars sets, are on the more expensive side these days. If you were into any other theme, it would not be so expensive, but unfortunately for Star Wars fans, it is expensive. Oh. Why do I have that piece like that? It's not even gonna get used. I guess I'll just leave it like that, because I'm going to be lazy for a second, but I will fix that eventually. The one you just sent me in our group chat is not at an angle, my guy. Look at this. That guy does not look like he's sitting at an angle. Or as drastic of an angle of some of those other scenes we saw. This guy looks like he's sitting up somewhat normally. Like, instead of, like, if I remember right from yesterday, some of those guys were sitting like this, but the picture you just sent me looks like he's just sitting like this. Like, just a normal human lean on a chair. And not the exaggerated one where I saw the guy was sitting kind of like this. Where his, like, bottom was hanging out of the seat. It's the worst image, but apparently that's the only one you sent me, dude. It's the only one you sent me. Or at least it's the only one I can find that has a guy sitting in it. Because all these other ones don't have a guy, except for the one I sent of the TCW. Of the TCW gunship, so find me another pic then. Alright, I'm getting distracted on Discord. I need to not get distracted there. Okay, I like that a lot. I think that's a different spot for that piece, but accuracy. What is the accuracy? Does the guy sit normally like a normal human would, or does he have his bum sticking out of the chair? We need answers, Noel. You're the only one I know that can give me an answer. Give me answers. If I do that, I would definitely want to put this hinge piece farther inside of the gun, though. Because, yeah, right now he's hanging out there quite a lot. But... Huh. And yeah, if I have him like this, he can't even reach the controls that are up there. So... maybe he is just sitting normally. I think for now, I'm just going to have him sit normally. Alright, Silver, no problem. Actually, if I have him like this, then I can give him an actual, like... I can actually give him some control sticks, so I'll just give him some antennas up there. Only issue is right now he is kind of floaty. So I would need to figure out, like, an actual seat for him to sit on. Still. And at the moment, I'm going to be kind of lazy, I guess, and just put a 2x2 in here. Oh, come on. You went in there easily the first time. Come on. There you go. And I just popped the whole thing off. Yes. I probably should have just popped the whole thing off anyway. Would have made it easier to get the gunner in here. Yeah, he can still see those controls if he wanted to, and I can even include some joysticks in there for him to use if I really wanted to. Yeah, I guess I'll just leave it like that for the gun for now. Let me just clip this thing back on. Actually, the easiest way for him to do that is pull off this entire panel, then put it back on, then just put the whole panel back on. Oop. Oh, that's right, that one did not get pushed all the way. Alright. Now it's fine. Alright, neat. Let's see, is there any way for me to fix this currently? I don't think so. I just need to use different pieces. I will experiment with that on Studio, so now the big thing is, can I get these 4 legs to be able to hold the weight of the walker? I believe the answer is yes, but how? I don't know yet. Maybe I can make it so, like, if you put a pin in place, you can force the legs to stay in one spot, and that will hold the weight. And then if you want to have the legs be in different positions, you then just adjust where that pin is, and it should be fine. Welcome back, Bacon. Yes, we had one classical song, now we're to whatever this song would be considered as. Oh yes, and also in this picture, it has these legs fully extended, so like the whole walker would be up, sitting up higher too. But in the movie, when I remember, that's not the case. The walker like never looks like that with its legs, unless it's just the front 2 legs, and the back 2 legs are actually always fully extended. And then if that's the case, then I've got quite a few adjustments I would need to make. No, I don't think the brick vault one needs to stand. I think that one can support itself and hold itself up. I could be wrong though. Someone in chat want to confirm if it needs to stand or not? I would ask Coconut, but I don't have an easy way of asking Coconut right now. He's leaning back. Okay, so maybe the whole chair can then lean back, or is it does the whole chair and him lean back, or is it just him? Is it just the dude, or does the entire seat area lean back? Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, you sent me a thing. It looks like it's just him. Also, it does look like he has a chair. And then there's a thing that goes around him to hold him in place. Is it the chair? I don't know. That kind of just looks like it's... Like, if it is the chair, it looks like it's just the part on a chair that makes sense to be angled back. But I swear there was a part in the movie when we were watching yesterday where the guy was like, the clone gunner was like this, like at an extreme angle where his butt was hanging out, and not just like a normal chair where you lean back. It looked like there was nothing holding his butt. He was just there. Welcome to the stream, Tuscan. I think you were here earlier. If not, maybe I've accidentally confused you with someone else. But welcome, dude. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it how I have it right now, for now, and then I'll make a few adjustments to it later. No problem, Tuscan. Being a guest on other people's stream is always fun. If you look at his legs, I can't tell where his legs are though. All I can see are his arms in that picture, Noel. I can't tell what his legs are, where his legs are in that pic. Let's see, what else can I do on stream right now for the last 15 minutes? At least on either the ATT or the ATOT. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm still working on this Bulbasaur. You say that. I've been working on this thing for like 4 weeks. I'm surprised you thought I could get it done really quickly. If you zoom. I did zoom. I still can't see his legs. One thing I do want to see, I need to check, is if I have more of this one piece. If I have more of this one specific piece, that should help. Darn, I'm not seeing it. There's a specific Technic piece that Mr. Idler used for the joint connections for the ATOT. If I could find more of them in my collection, it would help with these 2 middle legs. Just watched the newest episode. Neat. Let's see. I don't know where else I have them. Maybe they're in these unsorted containers still. Oh, I'm definitely gonna need that windshield piece though for something else. Drop test? No way. You cannot pay me enough money to drop test this right now. Could use this piece, but it would be very flimsy. But I could do something like that. Actually, I could do that for this detail thing that I've been working on too. To work with the dropship. Oh, that makes sense, because yeah, that, if I remember right, the connection that Dave did for the dropship to pick up the ATTE, yeah, it's not very strong, and that thing would just become super heavy. Yeah, you're gonna have to do a lot better than that, Tuscan, to try to convince me to drop test it. Oh, okay, I do have that piece. It's just in a different color. Okay. So yeah, that's actually gonna be really good. If I can find one more, I should be able to do a serious upgrade to these middle legs. Only thing I can't change right now is there's these white pieces on the middle legs. Those are 1x4 slopes. I don't have any more of those in light gray. Otherwise, I'd switch them out. 2 damage. Now that's where that's what we're talking about. You see. Do I have another one of that piece in here? Hopefully. Okay, I don't see it in here. Oh, that piece actually needs to go in a different thing. I don't see another one in here, but hopefully it's in this other unsorted lot of stuff. It'd be really nice if it were. Ah! You ass brother from brick from another brother. I forget how to say his actual name, but yeah. Yesterday he said he would build the UCS Falcon while under the influence. Well, I'm not buying it for him. Do I really not have another one of this piece? I really hope I do. Oh, I might need something, that piece or something similar as well here in a second. Maybe that piece as well, or that piece. Alright, I did not find a second one. Oh, did not mean to drop those. But for the fact that I was able to find, oh come on, close correctly container, there we go. For the fact that I was able to find one, I can do a quick test though. With no trooper in the turret. Is the turret... Oh, the turret's turning though? Oh, that's interesting. What's my fate? I have no idea what's even in it, Bacon, so I can't answer that question. I think there's what, like Loki's in it or something? There's the big clone ship. Oh, jeez. Some people apparently are just like super casual fans of Star Wars, which is fine. Like, you don't have to be a hardcore nerd for Star Wars, but it just pains me when people say that, though. It's like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Get good, scrub. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah, and then I could just switch these parts out for, like, these. And that would actually maybe give some more strength to this area. It makes it bigger, though, which is the only downside, but it might give some more strength to these middle legs. There's 3 because they included the alligator Loki in the Lego thing. Oh, that's a kind of strange, but okay. Bro, it's Ahsoka from the Mandalorian. Sees any Twi'lek in Star Wars. Bro, it's Ahsoka. All Star Wars fans just die. Bro, it's not Ahsoka from the Mandalorian. 1, she was not introduced in the Mandalorian. 2, that's not even Ahsoka, that's Ayla Secura. Come on, bro. Bro. Exactly, that was the point, Bulbasaur. I was making a joke. But the joke was no one actually knows Ahsoka's species. Bro, it's Mandalorian from the Fortnite, man. Come on, man. Don't you know Mandalorian from Fortnite? And then you just turn and look at him and be like, no, you're an idiot. Go away. It's from Star Wars, and his name is Din. I just realized you guys can't even see what I'm doing because of the way that I have this angled, but I'm currently just trying to test my theory if this one piece works for a better connection over here. So far it looks like the answer is a no. Just because I don't want to make it super bulky. Oh yeah, and I can't even... Well, I mean I could use this piece and then use a bunch of Technic pins, but just don't want it to get super bulky. I believe you missed the part where I said it was a joke, Bulbasaur. It was a joke, man. Calm down. It was a prank, bro. Calm down. It was just a prank. Okay, that could work. These would just need. Oh no! If I do that, then I have to change up how the connections work on the inside of the giant circle dish. Alright, I'll probably just leave this the way it is for now and do some tweaking in Studio instead. Where I have unlimited pieces and I can do whatever I want. I just gotta figure out where this goes. Did it go on the bottom? I think it did, yeah. And then there, and then it just clips in like that. Okay. Then I'm being lazy and won't actually fully connect that. Goku? Yes. Goku is only on Disney Plus. Alright, well, I've apparently fiddle-faddled long enough that the stream has almost lasted 2 hours, so we'll just chat for these last few minutes. Oh yeah, that scene. I totally forgot about that scene, though. Yeah, the gun is turned and yet there's no guy out there. I think what happened is the gunner just died after turning the gun, though. I think he got blasted. Ooh, that looks really, really cool. When are we getting Grogu versus Superman? I don't know. If the fans have their way, soon enough. Is Rich Boy J actually taking Starkiller Base to a convention? How the heck is he gonna get it out the door? Was he able to be smart and make it so it's easily able to be easily deconstructed to be able to get moved to different locations? To Brick Fair, Alabama? Is there multiple Brick Fairs then? Like multiple different LEGO conventions called Brick Fair? I thought there was just the one. But, oh well. Going to Brick World. Cuts to Anakin slaughtering droids and seppies. Yeet. There's 3 Brick Fairs? Oh, I did not know that. I don't know a whole lot about LEGO conventions other than the ones that are like super known. So Brick World and Brick Fair, Virginia. And there's also one in Washington, but I forget the name of it right now. And then outside of those LEGO conventions, I only know about the ones that are in my state. Those ones I don't even know that much about anymore because I haven't been part of the club that goes to those conventions in a number of years now. Probably rejoin that club one of these days. Because it was really cool. Got to hang out with some cool guys. And then you could display stuff at various conventions. It was really cool. The only issues when you display stuff at conventions is you got to be a little paranoid. Because some people are just idiots and will just come by and potentially just steal your crap. Specifically minifigures. So you got to be on the ball with knowing how many minifigures to bring, unless you just don't care and are fine with people stealing your stuff, stealing a few figs here and there. I always care because I always, for the longest time, when I was especially a part of that club, I had very few minifigures, so I had to do my best to make sure no one was stealing my stuff. I'm still trying to fix this door so it actually sits in the right spot, but I guess it's always going to lean a little. The Cool Kids Club. That's not the name of the club. I wish, though. That'd be funny. No, that's not the name of the club. I think we did pretty good. We were able to fix a few things on the ATTE that I had slight problems with. There's still a few slight problems with them, but I have to fix those off camera and I will probably do those tomorrow because I have a you can call it a final project for this summer college class I'm taking, and I'm going to be spending a lot of today and tomorrow working on it. Because I gotta start it, and then I have a week to finish it. So that's what I'm going to be doing off camera for the most part. So a lot of my Lego projects are being put on hold until I can get that done, because that's the most important thing for me right now. Was on the floor? What? Someone stole a shield generator? That's pretty lame. They should just stolen the whole thing. If you're gonna steal, you might as well just take the whole thing and not just some random bit that then just infuriates everyone that has to look at it. Then again, don't steal. That's bad, but... Incurations? Oh, did you post a picture of it? Oh. Neat. Looks kind of cool. Looks cool. I like it. Yeah. ClonePlays core! Gained 1 member? Heck yeah! Unfortunately, the server doesn't have it set up where, like, Dino or someone welcomes you when you join. I don't understand why it's not set up, but yeah, it's not. I'll probably set it up one of these days. How many gallons of beef? None. Did you post something else in there too, Bulbasaur? Oh, you posted these guys in here. Okay. I like the usage of the Venom helmet. That cracks me up. Wait, is one of your guys missing a hand too? Oh, is that because that's supposed to be Echo? For these being purist designs, I like it. They're good. They make me chuckle. They're pretty good though. Oh yeah, this tent's pretty nice for being paper. That's really cool. And then your TIE Bomber. Isn't this TIE Bomber just a set, or am I wrong? But looks good. Good job. And someone stole all the 504 troops, except for a single left leg. Wow. I think Walmart employees glue those figures down, so that's probably why there's a foot left. They couldn't get the foot to become unglued. But alright, I'm a few minutes past how long I wanted to stream today, so thank you all. Thank you to everyone who came to today's stream, especially Bacon Briggs, Bulbasaur, the Senate, and anyone else. Silver Suds, I think, is still here. Anyone who's still here, thank you all. I have been ClonePlays. Let me know if there's anything you saw in this ATTE that you think I should maybe modify or change slightly so it be more accurate. The ATOT is super cool. If you're interested in getting it, go to Mr. Idler's Flickr and download the studio file, and then you can get the instructions for it. It is really cool. Remember, every clone has its roots in the original, and I will see you all on Wednesday, because I will be streaming Wednesday, but I don't know what yet, so... Because since the ATOT's done, I can't stream it anymore. Yeah, thank you all. Hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.